Alright, today we're going to work on some story problems, and the story problems are asking you to compare and order the fractions. So this is kind of like more real life. The story problems, some of these could be a little challenging, so work together as a group, draw some pictures. Let's just read through the first one on page 27, so please get out page 27. Rendello cut his pizza into 3 equal pieces and ate 2 pieces. What fraction of his pizza did he eat? Pretty straightforward. You know how to answer that. Mitch cut his pizza into 8 equal pieces and ate 5 pieces. What fraction of the pizza did he eat? Once again, straightforward, write the fraction. Hannah cut her pizza in 6 equal pieces and ate 3 of them. What fraction of the pizza did she eat? All right, straightforward. I hope you came up with 2/3, 5/8, and of course his was 3/6. Hannah's pizza was 3/6, which is equivalent to 1/2. So I just simplified it and made it 1/2 on mine. So now I want you to work together. I don't care if you draw pictures, use the squares of what number these all denominators have in common to draw it out to see which one ate the most. Maybe you can use some of those strategies you just saw in the videos you watched in lesson 2.2. Come up with a solution. Second story problem. Each runner in a relay race runs 1 leg or 1/8 kilometer. How many runners will it take to cover 3/4 kilometer? Okay, once again, I want you to get together. You could do anything from drawing a picture to, because here's my racetrack, and if it's broke up into 8s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if one runner runs each lap all the way around, so where would 3/4 be? How can we figure that out? What strategies are you guys using? Talk with your partner. Next one is Zachary and Nora are talking about how many hits they got at a baseball game. Zachary hit the ball 3 times out of 10. So write that as a fraction. Nora hit the ball 4 times out of 12 at bat. Write that as a fraction. Who is the better hitter? So we have 3/4 and 4/12. So now we're comparing again. Which one's greater? Draw a picture. We don't have like denominators. We don't have like numerators. So what other strategy are you going to use? Explain. Now we have Georgia and Sandria made juice smoothies and poured them into 2 equal glasses that are the same size. Some key things to be looking for. Equal glasses that are the same size. Georgia drank 75% of her smoothie. Sandria drank 5/6 of her smoothie. Who drank more of their smoothie and explain why? Well, I want you to go back to what you already know. And what you already know is it's really hard to deal with a fraction and a percent. So you need to change either one of these to a fraction. You can either change this to a fraction or you can change this to a percent, but you'll have to be dealing with the same amount. That should be your first step. and then continue on who drank more. Next question. A class has 32 students. One half of them are in the lunchroom finishing their lunch. How many students are still in the lunchroom? So what's 1/2 of 32? What's that fraction? At the same time, 1/4 of the students are playing basketball. So what's 1/4 of 32? Keep going with your answer. At the same time, 12.5% are helping in the snack shack. How many students are helping in the snack shack? Once again, we've been dealing with what? We've been dealing with fractions. Do we want to do 32? What is 12.5% of 32? Or do we want to change the 12.5% to a fraction? You know your equivalence of fractions, what equals 12.5%. The rest of this class are working on a project in the classroom. What fraction of the class is in the classroom? Explain and show how you know. So you're going to have to go back and you're going to have to figure out how many of them are in the lunchroom, how many are playing basketball, and how many are playing at the snack shack, and what would equal 100% or equal 32 of them. Mercedes and Nora each got some frozen yogurt for a treat. Mercedes ate 2/3 of her yogurt and Nora ate 3/4 of her yogurt. They agreed that they ate the same amount of yogurt. Explain how this is true. So after working with this, I want you to go back, if you haven't figured it out yet, go back and look how the wording is different from this one. So then you have to figure out, how could this be true? If you're having trouble, draw it out, figure out what that would look like in a glass. How could they be drinking the same amount? And the answer is not. Is not. This cannot be true. It is true. How is it true? If you need help, raise your hand after you've done some work so that I can come over and see what you've tried, and I will be glad to help explain this. Okay, please finish those 2 worksheets, and this may take you more than one day. Your homework for today, or when you get done, is 29 and 30. And I would like you to also do page 32, please.